Hey, friends, Soraya here with the Monetize Your Social podcast, back from a small little break. But in this podcast, I talk to you about how to take your social media and make it into a business. Typically, the kind of people who listen to this podcast are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, direct sales, something like that. But we also have a lot of small business owners of all types and flavors who listen. So welcome, everybody. Let's just talk about a personal update. So I know I've mentioned this on some previous podcasts, but I am now officially 37 weeks pregnant. Yeah, things are going great. Like, I feel very fortunate. It took us, 5 years to finally get to this stage. So it has been hell on earth to get here, but the actual pregnancy has been really delightful. I'm not one of those people who's like, I love being pregnant, but it's been fine. So that's good. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me working out a lot. I think that has saved me in many ways. Been able to continuously work out and lift and do all the good things that have just helped me mentally along the way. But we are in the home stretch. So hospital bags are packed, all that goodness. The lovely thing about a podcast, though, and to be honest, the reason why I started a podcast years ago is I can record it at any time. So I'm recording this and I'll publish this the same day. But I hope to continue to put out episodes as little man sleeps and all that good stuff, after his arrival. And hopefully at odd times. I am assuming that the first couple of weeks I won't get many episodes out, but we'll see. I have big goals. So happy 2024. We haven't spoken in the new year. I want to record just a simple message for you today because I think this is so important. If you followed me for any length of time, you know that I always talk about building a personal brand. But there are still so many people out there who don't understand what a personal brand is. And let me explain it like this. Have you ever heard someone say, you have to niche down on your social media. You have to talk about one specific thing or you'll never grow your audience? Well, I used to think that that was true. And unfortunately, for a long time, I taught that as well until I realized that it was absolute and complete, utter garbage. Your personal brand is the way that you show up on social media and represent yourself. And that is all encompassing of your business, your personal life, everything from the energy that you have, the style of, posts that you make. All of that gives listeners an impression of who you are. And that impression of who you are is a personal brand. Now, let me talk just as an aside to the small business owners in the house that maybe you have a brick and mortar, let's say. Let's just pretend for a second that someone out there listening to this has a store that sells, cakes, right? You could create a social media account and advertise your cake store, your bakery. Bakery is the word. You could advertise your bakery just on the cakes, right? You could feature beautiful cakes, et cetera, et cetera. But what would be more effective is if you highlighted the people behind the cakes as well. And maybe instead of just putting photos of cakes, if you want to put photos of cakes on the feed only, that's fine. But maybe in your stories or you do some reels of the people actually baking the cakes and explaining how they're doing it or explaining why your cakes are the best or talking about how your special oven makes things so much better or the secret ingredient that you have or just showing your personality that you guys have fun while you make your cakes. I think you get my idea. That would be an example of how you can take the principles and tenets of a personal brand and infuse them into any business. So in this theoretical situation, where I'm helping this bakery grow their social media account, the owner or the manager or somebody in a leadership position could become the face of that personal brand and really bring some pizzazz and some humor and some levity and, things that you don't typically associate maybe with a bakery onto that social media. And I guarantee you that will result in more sales because people will be attracted to, the humor and knowing a little bit about the background of the cookies and the cakes or whatever you're making and understanding why your thing is better than everybody else's. So building a brand online nowadays in 2024, if you don't have a face to your brand, I get like corporate brands sometimes don't have faces, but what do? They go and hire faces to be in commercials. So everybody is looking to humanize their brand. So let's get back to those of you, the majority of you that are listening to this. You're in direct sales, network marketing, affiliate marketing, something like that, some sort of online marketing, or maybe even somewhere in the influencer space. So it is helpful, obviously, you already know this, to show your personality. So the question that I get though all the time is, how do I build my personal brand? I have these things that I'm selling and maybe they're not all related and I don't know how to show up. What are the rules about what I talk about, how to post, when to post, all that good stuff. And so I want to give you just some very simple advice that should clear all this up, okay? 3 little pieces of advice. Number 1, focus on selling 1 or maybe even 2 offers at a time. So we're not going to worry about the fact that, like me, I'll use myself as an example. I sell shampoo. I have a business opportunity attached to that shampoo brand. I sell courses. I sell coaching. I sell digital downloads. I can even do done with you services for local businesses, etc. So I have a lot of things I can sell. I am not going to talk about all of those every single day, right? That's crazy talk. Like, it would confuse the hell out of everybody. What I want to do is I want to focus on 1 or potentially 2, if I'm really good at it, offers at a time. So let's say this week, I really want to sell my course about network marketing. And I want to sell, it's called Maven. I want to sell that course. I'm going to focus on creating content that leads to selling that course. Okay? Pretty simple, right? You can change out what you focus on selling every day, every week, every month, every quarter, does not matter. But just focus for a period of time, up to you, on one particular thing. Now, if you're good at showing up and you create enough content, you could probably do this for 2 offers. But when you're starting out, 1 is really simple. What this also does, just kind of a side benefit of this, is that you can constantly add new offers, change offers, delete offer, like whatever you want. You can sell anything that you want. Anything that you want from your account when you have a personal brand, as long as you follow these next 2 rules as well. So the next one, first one we had focus on 1, maybe even 2 offers at a time. Second thing, determine your message behind those offers. Specifically, why are you selling those things? Now, this is where the personal brand part of selling comes in. You're more than likely, 99.99%, selling this thing because it has changed your life in some way. It's a product that you've used. It's a business opportunity that you're in. It's a coaching method that you've walked your clients through, but it's something that you have discovered and has gotten you results. So what you're going to do is, as you create content around this offer, you're going to determine what the message is behind this offer, i.e., why are you selling this thing? So, for example, and I'll just, again, use myself as a very easy example, I fell in love with this shampoo brand a couple years back. My hair was an absolute wreck. What's funny is that I didn't even realize it was that bad because I still got compliments on my natural curls and blah, blah, blah. But let's face it, it was not great. It was not great. And I had tried all the expensive brands and blah, 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 blah. Still was dealing with split ends and an oily scalp and all these other things, right? Friend of mine recommended this shampoo brand. I literally rolled my eyes. I was like, oh, yes, I've heard of it, blah, blah, blah. And didn't become a customer. She mailed me a shampoo and conditioner that was right for my hair and was just like, here, it was a thank you gift for something else I had done. She was like, here, just have this, use it. And I tried it once, was hooked. 2 years later, I did not even realize how much my hair had changed. So my message is that I had no idea how good my hair could get. And now, not only did I solve all the problems with, no split ends anymore, no buildup, all that kind of stuff, I am so much more confident in my hair. Right? I love wearing my hair down. I don't hide it up anymore. I don't struggle with like, oh God, is it going to look good if I try to, do my hair for a night out? All these things. So in my marketing, I'm going to tell people a story about myself that has a message. And this message is the why I'm selling this thing. So ultimately, I had this hair transformation and I'm like, I should probably be telling people about this. Long story short, became a business builder with this company and here I am. So that's why I show up on social media. You probably have a similar story. Maybe it's about your business opportunity. Maybe it's about whatever else. But whatever your offer is, whatever it is you're selling, has a story behind it. If you are a coach, there is a story behind the method that you're coaching with. If you are a social media manager, there's a story behind the way that you figured out that social media works and how your approach brings you results. So you are going to figure out your message and then tell stories related to that experience. Literally, that's it. Figure out your message and tell stories related to your experience. If you don't have a personal story, your client has a personal story, right? You've helped your clients get result. You have social proof that whatever this is works. So you're going to talk about your message and you're going to share social proof. Repeat until rich. That's my favorite saying. Show up, talk about your offers, tell your message, and show people that you've gotten results. That is how you market online. That is definitely how you build a personal brand. So how this goes, why people overcomplicate it though, is they go, well, I have this, I want to talk about my business and I want to talk about my shampoo and I want to, my products and I want to talk about my this and my that and my this and my that. Pick one thing and focus on it for a period of time. Let's just say arbitrarily, if you have no idea how long, try a week. Try a week where you focus on one specific thing. Okay. Now, if you're, again, a little bit more experienced, particularly if you're in network marketing, there are very simple ways to weave in your business opportunity and your products within the same day on social media. Not in one post though, right? Not in one post, not in one story, nothing like that. But you could post multiple times and kind of incorporate them. But it's still going to follow the same message, the same formula, which is focus on one offer at a time, determine what your message is, and tell stories related to your experience. If you do that, people will fall in love with you. People will fall in love with your story. People will fall in love with the way that you are different. Like, I'm going to go to the taco shop where I know and have seen the people on social media making the tacos behind, in the kitchen, joking around, having a good time, loving what they're doing. I'm going to pick that taco shop every single time versus the taco shop that doesn't have any social media presence, assuming they both taste good, right? Or the bakery, or the person that I buy my shampoo from, or the person that I buy my skincare from, or whatever. I'm going to default to buying my stuff from the person that I know, like, and trust. And we've heard that a million times, but it really is true. If I know you and I understand what you're about and I build that trust because I followed you for a while and I really like you, I think you're funny or you're smart or you're beautiful or whatever it is that I admire about you, chances are I'm going to buy your stuff. Or I'm going to buy the stuff when the need is there. That's a whole different episode. So let me just recap one more time. Focus on one offer at a time. Determine what your message is and tell stories and show social proof related to that experience. That is how you build your personal brand. If you need help with this, I have, well, let's see, I'm 37 weeks and 1 day. So I have very little time left before I apparently give birth to a little baby boy, whenever that may be. My due date is February 1st, but I do have a couple slots for some social media audits. I do have some slots for basically me walking you through this and giving you a social media plan with very specific goals and very specific post examples so that you can do this on your own. If that sounds like something you need, sounds like something that you could use, I have a couple slots. I literally have been so busy. I put my stuff on sale for Christmas and I haven't even taken it down. It's like January 12th as I'm recording this. So who knows? I'll probably take it down once I start to give birth and I'm in labor. But until then, I'm just going to leave it up. So what I'm saying is that my sessions are on sale right now. I would love, 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 love to help you walk through this, do an audit. Let's get clear on your message. Let's figure out what stories you need to tell to get your audience to determine that you're different and better than everybody else, and to bring you in more clients and customers. You can go to the link in the show notes. You can also go to the link in my social media bio, or just DM me if you're confused about either of those. But the easiest would be to scroll down on whatever podcast app that you're using right now and find the link and go ahead and fill out the form, and I'm happy to help you. All right. I wish you just a glorious new year. You'll hear from me soon. And if there's anything you have feedback on this or topics that you want me to talk about in this podcast very soon, then let me know. DM me. Follow me on Instagram. I'm at Soraya Goddard. Just my first and last name. Pretty easy. And let me know what you think. Talk to you soon. Bye.